We now return to the 5th annual Fannie Awards.
My God, this is erotic. Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. I was just reading this fantastic novel, Side-Scroller, by me. Available now on Amazon.com. And when I say now, I mean it's been available for 3.5 years, but it's still available. Please buy it. It would help me out a lot. If you don't like paperbacks, there's an ebook too. We've got you covered. Side-Scroller. Link below. Anyway, that's enough shameless pandering for one day. It's the third day of the 2021 Fannie Awards. It's time to give out some awards. Let's get right to it. What was my number 8 film of the year? Well, it's written right here on this magic envelope that says everything I wanted to say. And it says today that my number 8 film of 2021 is... I don't need to look at it. I know what it says. Eternals. If Shang-Chi had a lot of odds to overcome, that's nothing compared to the Mount Kilimanjaro-sized hurdle that stood before Eternals. A team movie centered around a team that nobody knew anything about, based on comics that few people even remember, whose job is to introduce 12 central characters we're totally unfamiliar with and tell a story that barely touches anything the MCU has done so far. I don't envy Chloe Zhao at all for having to pull this off. And yet, she did. Eternals is a soulful, poignant film that takes the MCU to new heights, both literally and mentally. It manages to have more quiet moments than any film in the franchise to date, while simultaneously giving us all the colorful spectacle and epic action we've come to expect. It's a balancing act, which, in my opinion, deserves more appreciation than it gets. With 27 movies in the can and no end in sight, the MCU is going to need to take some risks every now and then. And considering the nigh insurmountable odds this particular risk faced, I think the feats it accomplished are just as Herculean as the Eternals themselves. Now here's the thing about the Eternals. For the most part, all of them are really good people who just want to do what's best for the world. The following 5 nominees want the exact opposite. These were the worst of the worst, the cruelest of the cruel, the best villains of the year. And the nominees are Modern America from Don't Look Up, Michael Myers from Halloween Kills, Lucifer Sefin from No Time to Die, Wenwu from Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Green Goblin from Spider-Man No Way Home. And the Fannie most foul goes to Modern America, Don't Look Up. Let's face it, Don't Look Up is the post-COVID episode of Black Mirror we never got. And since Black Mirror's job is to hold up a mirror to modern society, it's pretty easy to see who and what is being reflected here. Whether it's vapid, soulless media figures, or infuriatingly greedy billionaires, or pathetic, ineffectual political administrations, there's someone to hate from every facet of the modern Western world in this movie. Of course, the scariest part of all is that, unlike the Green Goblin or Michael Myers, these people are very, very real, and they're running the world as we speak. The ease with which these villains get what they want is frightening enough, but the fact that little to no opposition stands in their way is nightmarish. And if people continue to dismiss this film as just preachy leftist propaganda, all that does is allow douchebags like this to keep getting what they want. The first step to beating these villains is to look up. Wow, did the Fannies just get political? Yes, they did. Still better than the Oscars, though. Anyway, congrats on Don't Look Up for winning the Fannie for Best Villain of the Year. Tomorrow, what's my number 7 favorite film of the year? And who's taking home the Fannie for Best Action Scene? You might want to skip out on the coffee because the adrenaline is going to be strong with that one when the 2021 Fannie Awards continue tomorrow. Stick around.